I'm going to tell you how you can find a job in Dubai, how anyone can have a job in Dubai. Watch this video to the end and you'll find the secrets. My name is Chris Elliott. I'm the founder and CEO of Emirates Business Setup. We help people to relocate to Dubai, families, companies, and everything else. So if you're looking to find a job in Dubai and you're having it hard, you're applying for companies, you're sending your CV, you're calling them, emailing, or maybe you're not doing anything of these things. So what's very important, if you're sending your CV in, don't just send them an email with your CV, because I receive them daily, a couple a day, and most cases, delete, delete, delete. It's sadly how it works. But the thing is, there's so many people applying for jobs here. So if you just get any inquiry in for a job, and even we have people coming now and again asking if we have a job, they give the CV. And in most cases, we also can't help. I only took one person a few months back, but it also didn't work out with that person. She only stayed here 2 weeks. So you see how hard it is. You can come here to companies, walk around, do door knocking. It can be very successful, but you have to keep in mind, you have to really stand out. So if you're applying from your home country for a job, very important, depending, of course, what company you're applying for, what activity, what you're doing, what's your field, what's your aim to do. Make sure when you send the email in, you're putting your picture in the CV in the email. You're writing a short email, but this email should also be a bit highlighted. But when you're sending this email in, two things. You can call the company beforehand or after when you send the email. This is very important. Of course, if you're sending out hundreds or 200, maybe only 3 will reply. But if you're calling them beforehand or after, your chances might be much, much higher. And you can also follow up, because you have to keep in mind there's so many people who are looking to get a job here. If we put an application in on Dubiz or LinkedIn, I get hundreds of applications. So how can you choose the right one? It's so hard. And that's the same thing with all other businesses and business owners. Also, what you can do is you can offer the company a free trial. So if you can't come here and you're doing it from the outside of the UAE, if you're, for example, doing web design, marketing, photograph, video editing, or other things, you can offer them something free. So that's what I do. If I'm looking for a person in web design, for example, or video editing, I have my Google Sheets where the person has to fill in all the questionnaire first, give the answers, and then I can filter out the right person. And then if someone is really interested, I will tell them to do a trial. So with this trial, I can then really find out, is that person really qualified or not? And then we'll come into the next stage where I can have a call with them to find out if that person really qualified. It doesn't work otherwise because, as I mentioned, there's so many applications here. So it's very, very hard to choose the right person. That's the thing. If you're, for example, in another country, for example, in Germany, and you're looking for a person, you'll get 2 people inquiring for the job. So you can see the difficulties of here, hundreds of people applying for a job. And in another country where you have maybe a handful of people inquiring for a job, it's just different. So again, make sure when you are sending your CV, give them a call, stand out to the rest, offer them a trial, what you can do for them. If you don't have the chance to come here on the tourist visa, do everything from outside, but also keep in mind, you have to be careful that if you do get a job, that it all works. You have to really get the trust first, and they have to give you an employment visa. So there's also 2 different options. They can already give you the employment visa in the beginning to make the process once you come here, or they can put you on the trial first. If you're on the trial for a few days, a few weeks, then they will do the employment visa. The thing is also a risk for the company, because we as a company, I'm the business owner, we have to pay the employment visa, or we do a negotiation that the employee pays the full employment visa or half of the employment visa. So price is also can be about €2,000 where you will get the visa, which is valid for 2 years with the Emirates ID, and then you employ for the company. There's always a risk for us employing you because we will have to do the process. And once you do the process, and just imagine it doesn't work out, so then we have to cancel all the process. You wasted your time, you wasted our time, and that's the process with the company. So you have to just keep a lot of things in mind and don't just think it's easy for us as a business to just employ anyone. It doesn't work like that. Um, Even other contacts and friends and families and things like this and business partners, they say, do you have a job? We get this daily, these things. So it's hard to choose the right person. If you really want the job and you really want the perfect job, maybe not in the beginning it will work, maybe the second or third time, but you have to stand out, offer them something free, a trial, offer them your service that you really stand out. And I promise you that you will find the right job. If you don't have the chance to come here, do it from outside. If you can come here on the tourist visa, use your money you invested or you saved, come here and then do everything possible to find the job which you want. From the first day, go around the companies, maybe calling them, checking on LinkedIn and Instagram, getting in contact with them, offering your service. Do you have a social media profile? If you don't, do something. You have to really show the trust. You have to show them that you really want the job on a long term, that you're really better than everyone else. This is very, very important. If you really want to succeed and have something good, have a good salary, and don't think like because there's so many luxury cars here that you can always have that in the beginning. It's very, very hard to get that. And starting salaries depending on what job you're getting, but an average say €1,000. That's like maybe an average salary, but it can be lower, it can be higher, depending on the skill you have. If you're working for a company or you're doing some freelance work or something. So keep all these things in mind. So again, make sure you stand out to everyone else. You're sending your good CV, you're calling them, maybe WhatsApp them, but just don't disturb them too much because we're getting too many inquiries in. So if a company is not looking for someone, then they don't need your contact. But what you can also do, if they may be looking for some remote work or freelance work where you can do video editing or some marketing services or sales calls or something, you can offer them the service, maybe with a payment or for free first. And then they see, wow, okay, this person I could hire as a remote person or as a full-time because he's really showing himself. He wants this job. So keep these things in mind. So if you really want to know more about moving to Dubai, you can book in a call with myself. Happy to that you share this video, give it a like, comment below if you need to know any other topic I can talk about. I'm happy to share that with you. So stay tuned for the next video.